Okay. This is Peloton check-in week 3. I think you can tell that we have significantly less energy today than we normally have. We had a really rough night last night because Whiskey's tum was upset. So we were up every hour and a half to go down 2 flights of stairs and take him to the garden, weren't we?
Yeah.
I think we need to get our energy up for...
Peloton check-in, week 3!
Yay!
Yeah! We're not tired at all, are we?
We're gonna keep this video short and sweet because we've got a lot planned for next week's video, and we just wanted to talk about 2 things today, really. One negative thing and one positive thing that we've noticed after 3 weeks of using the Peloton almost every day. Peter, do you want to jump in with the negative?
Yes, because that's my specialty. Focusing on the negative. For me, it's the music. Yeah, there's, like, I don't know if you go to gyms or you go to clubs, and then there's that one specific type of music where it's kind of a Latin-y beat. You can't really make out the lyrics because it's mumbled or obscured, but you listen to them and they're really fucking offensive. I don't want to sound old, but they are offensive and it needs to be addressed, because if mainstream songs are saying that, then that's how people expect they can talk to other people.
And I just want to specifically say that this is in regards to the floor bootcamp workout that we're currently doing.
Yeah.
So we're speaking on behalf of the music selection for that workout, because Peloton for the bike rides actually has an option where you can choose your own music, or you can choose to turn down the music that they've decided to use, and you can just ride with the audio of them encouraging you. And they also have like the ability to search for classes based on the music that the instructors have chosen. But specifically for this floor bootcamp workout, Peter's talking about the music selection that they chose for it, and yeah, you're not happy with that, are you?
You could just do the workout on mute, but then you'd have to set up a timer on the floor or something. You'd have to listen to their timings for what they want you to do for each exercise. Or they could capitalise on this and come up with, it would be a great idea, I think, a little armband with like haptic feedback on it, which like vibrates to let you know to move on to the next movement, or has like different patterns for different things. And then that would cater for the deaf community as well, because they would be able to tell when to do the next movement without having to look up at the screen.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. So that's the negative. We're gonna start with the negative because we're extremely tired today. We also have Jojo up in the shot as well, not because we're trying to use a cute dog to get more views, although that would be nice, but actually because Whiskey's not doing well and Jojo won't leave him alone. He won't stop humping him.
But he also gets anxious, so...
He does get anxious.
And it's just nice to have Jojo to cuddle because it's a bit cold today.
If you want to know more about our Peloton challenge and how often we're using the Peloton, we'll pop a video up here, and that's going to let you know what we're doing and why we're doing it, and you'll also get a link to our actual full-on challenge that we're following in PDF format if you want to follow along. Anyway, I digress. Back to the positives.
Positivity! Positivity!
Both Peter and I have noticed that on our off days for the challenge, so the days that we're doing our recovery rides, both of us are going a lot farther and we're pushing ourselves more, but it doesn't feel like we're pushing ourselves more.
Yeah, so I started playing video games when I'm doing my recovery ride, and I don't look at the screen. I just put the resistance, which is how hard you have to push the pedals, like the gears, I guess. I just put it up to 40, which was a struggle before, and I just did it. I did a half an hour ride and didn't notice.
I mean, that's great.
That's what I've been doing, the half an hour rides every time.
Peter's been not following our plan. You're supposed to only be doing 15-minute rides. No wonder you're tired.
I thought it was just a recovery ride, and
that's fine.
I thought if I'm doing it, I might as well just do it a little bit longer.
I've only been doing 15 minutes because I'm like, I don't want to do more than that. But I've still been pushing myself. So I look down at my kilowatts, like the output that I'm putting out. And in week 1, I was pushing myself to try and beat Peter's output on his recovery ride. And now that we're in week 3, I've been hiding my little stats so that I can just focus on doing, an actual recovery ride and not focus on trying to be competitive or beat my past higher score. And I've just been following what feels right for my body at the time. And surprisingly, it's actually been like the numbers that I would have achieved if I was pushing myself, but I don't feel as tired after I've done the workout. So that's great. I think our endurance has really gone up.
Yeah, definitely. And something we mentioned before with the leaderboard that shows you the timings of other people, it does make you really competitive. Like, well, if you're competitive, it makes you push more, so that's a really good point.
That's it for today's video. If you want to check out our previous check-ins, we're going to link them up here on the screen in a playlist. And if you want to see our overall stats at the end of this challenge, next week we are going to be measuring our first week results with our final week results, including that first control ride where we'll be doing the exact same ride we did on the first day on our final day, so we can see how much we've improved that way. So then make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss that when that comes out. And if you want to keep binge watching our content, here's a video that we think you would like, and here's a video that YouTube thinks you would like.
Okay, bye! You just had bye.
It really hurt.